Welcome. My name is Joe Boyd. I'm with the Decatur Fire Department, and today I'm going to be talking about the CARES Act that our government has put into place in response to COVID-19, or the infamous coronavirus. So, as a whole, as our nation, the coronavirus has hit us hard and impacted us with all kinds of strains when it comes to PPE, responding, funding, lots of things. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that and how it's affected us here at Decatur Fire Department as well as people across the nation. So, who cares? COVID-19 and how it affects our organizations. The CARES Act of 2020 was put into place. It was passed by our Congress, in which Donald Trump signed it on March 27th of 2020 this year. The CARES Act is the Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Security Act. The CARES Act is for all Americans, whether it be organizations, individuals, businesses, whomever. Anybody can apply and attempt to get funding from the CARES Act. What it does is it provides fast and direct economic funding and assistance for American workers and families, as well as small businesses, and its attempt to preserve jobs for the American industries. By implementing the CARES Act, the Treasury Department is taking unprecedented steps to preserve jobs in industries adversely impacted by the spread of COVID-19, or the coronavirus. So here at Decatur Fire Department, we have had to up our game and had to stock as much PPE, or personal protective equipment, for our members as we could. Because whenever this first hit, we were blindsided just as everybody else in the nation. We had minimal PPE via masks, face shields, what have you. But it was not near enough once we started running call after call after call. We didn't know if somebody had it or if they might potentially have it. So our organization and our city and county put together what we call questions that the dispatchers would ask potential patients if they answered yes or no to these questions. That would let us know whether we need to take enhanced measures. So with the enhanced measures, we would wear a mask, face shield or goggles, and possibly a full gown. So this right here is our stock room here at Decatur Fire Department, and we have beefed up our inventory so that we are well prepared. So with this picture over here to our left is one of our members in full PPE. So if we catch a call that we think is a potential COVID patient, then we will wear our mask and our goggles, as well as a full isolation gown. This is put into place so that we protect our members, because they still have to go home after they finish shift and see their families, and we don't want to spread it at all. So we're trying to combat that on our side. With that, once we get back to the station, we will decon via take everything off, decon. Our guys will put everything in the either trash or wash, and we wash everything. Then those members will go straight to the showers, take a shower, get in a new uniform, and be ready for call. So this takes time. So we have to have other members on staff to be able to do so. So therefore, we may move into having overtime shifts. So everybody's had to step up as a whole to be able to combat COVID on a emergency side of things. Next, this is our Chief Nate Mara. Chief Mara is a newly appointed fire chief here at Decatur at the beginning of this year. He came in and was hit with this pandemic. With his vast knowledge and experience in our field, we're very lucky to have this man leading us and being our leadership across the county, our city, and involved with our county responses. He's also the City of Decatur's Emergency Management Coordinator, so he works with all the city officials on pushing out data and information to our city, to our communities, and other departments within the city, so that they can take the proper precautions on combating and working with the COVID. The CARES Act and leadership. So with the leadership of our nation, understanding that we are in great need, organizations, businesses, what have you, we're able to get the needed supplies when needed and or shortly thereafter get reimbursed. That's what the CARES Act is. These needed supplies were not planned for by many organizations in their budgets preceding the COVID hit. So throughout that, the need arose for us to purchase in bulk and in large quantities all this PPE. So supplies were ordered for the safety of our members, sometimes being back ordered, so therefore we may be delayed. We may have to bargain and trade with other organizations or units that we deal with. But once everybody gets all this supplies, again, it was not intended on their funding when they worked on their budget, so we had to get reimbursed, or we hope to get reimbursed, which is where our government stepped in with the CARES Act. They stepped up and allowed for organizations, businesses, and individuals to be able to continue to operate without the heavy burden of funding and wages. This concludes my presentation. Again, my name is Joe Boyd with Decatur Fire Department, and the coronavirus, speaking against the CARES Act, is how we hope to stay afloat and keep protecting our communities and doing what we do on a daily basis. Thank you.